Hello everyone, this is Matt from Wealthiest Men. Today it's our third class that I'll be briefly explaining you what could be the best product for you, which product to choose and how to do it. We'll be just going through that information right now today with you. So generally, just to give it a kick start, when you're choosing a product, don't be so, let's say, worried, because any product simply can be trendy and can be sold, depending on your, let's say, customer, of course. So what I do in my, let's say, the business idea, I do sell local. I do, let's say, I do a local business, which means I do sell in my city, neighborhood, the country, and the region. So I do not jump into international, let's say, yet, because as a starter, you may need to do before the local one. When you get some, let's say, aim, some being well known after that, the people will be talking about you. And when the business is working good, then you can move to international. International doesn't mean maybe in the beginning to sell 500 items to Japan if you are living in somewhere else. It means, for example, you can use Amazon or eBay or this kind of international sites. So this is the next step. Let's talk more about local. Why do I specifically use local? This is has a great reason behind, because when you are in, let's say, selling to the people who's around you, who's in the same city or neighborhood, you know what they need more. Which means, if you are, for example, living in France, and if you would like to sell something to Africa, you may not, especially as a person, as an individual that would like to start a business, you may not that much know what the African person might like to have. But you may have a better idea, due to your living in that market, what a guy from France is living beside you or living around you could like to have it. So what could be specifically cool to have? Because we are just buying the products and the goods because of your thinking, it is really cool to have them. So this is the idea that I do sport and I do sell local. In which type of a site we can sell our product? Once we find our product, I will show you how to find it, of course, in the continuing of this video. But once we find our product, I would like you to use three main categories. One of them is local second-hand online shopping sites. They are selling the second-hand items through the shopping sites, the internet sites, of course. So the second one will be the local original items, which means they are selling directly the original items. Like in this business process, they do buy it from somewhere, most probably bulk items, a lot of quantity, and they do sell it through the online shopping sites, not second-hand. Mostly the second option will give you specifically, will ask from you a fee, some amount of money to be able to advertise your own item in their site. So it might be not so amazing idea in the beginning, but it depending on you, of course. The third option can be my own website. I do sell it from my own website, but it might be taking some time to build this site. So it's better to start with the first or second, but if you will be interested in later on to build your own website, I do have a small class for this one also. I just added as a bonus course at the end, so you can just double check too. And we just go through already why do I sell local. So about the product wise, how you can choose the product, there are three aspects that the product, while choosing the product, that you should look for. One of them, the product should be expensive. This is the idea. Not maybe too expensive, but should be some amount that you can earn some out of it. And the other one, the product should be trendy, which means the people like to buy it. There should be, there should be a desire from any person, even though the price is a bit high, the person might like to buy it. The third one, the demand should be high. Not only 1-2 people might be interested in, but many people, it will exactly take many people into the market, and you can directly aim to them, because when you sell 1, 2, you may do some profit, but when you sell thousands, you may have a really good profit out of it. So this is the idea, and you can create the long-term business out of it. So what I'll be doing is, before I move on to channels to find the best products, I'll be just briefly explaining you what I mean in different sites. I'm not going to take much of your time. I already prepared for you. Let's assume your, let's say, niche, your product which you chose is a boxing gloves. Can be, because many people are interested in boxing, many people interested in sport, so it could be a good niche. The first site which I use, this is a second-hand shopping site. I live in Dubai, and the second-hand shopping site, one of the best, is Dubizzle. I'm not doing commercial, but they do really good work, that's why. When I write boxing gloves over here, it shows me a couple results. Because it's second-hand, there are not too many choice for some items. I'm just giving it for an example. This is the price for some. It's Everlast, so it could be a good brand, but there are some brands which is not that amazing. Tabo, yes, it's well known, but the price is going to be a bit cheaper. These are second-hand, don't forget. And when we look online, the regular, original items, they are selling it. Another one I do use, souk.com. This is again in Dubai, a very well-known site. For example, the one which is not too brandy, it's 85. I will tell you what's the price difference. What does that mean, dirham and 85, and when you compare to dollar, no worries about it. And for example, when we move to Everlast, of course the prices are going a bit high. There are some promotions, of course any shopping sites can have it. Let me see, is there any other choices? For example, different gloves, again 85. Let's make it 85 to 100. There's regular ones. So let's go to Alibaba now, and let me show you what I mean specifically. When we go to boxing gloves, I already searched it for you in Alibaba.com. I'm seeing a lot of choices. For example, again, not well known too much. Some other choices, there is no price, but the price over here 5 to 30. But if you just, of course, negotiate with the price, you can have a good price out of it. Some of them, for example, this one could be really nice. Seems fine. The quality, you can ask a sample from the seller. They can send it to you. It's 100 pairs, $3 to $5. So let me just make a good count for you. Let's go into this one. As we found, this is not so brandy. This is mainly, I can see that it's Chinese, but for the people who is interested in, not professionally, will be looking for this one specifically. So once you go, $1, it is 3.67 dirham, which means this product could be 3.5, of course, depending on a negotiation. Let's make it $5. It's going to be around 17 dirham. 17 dirham. Let's make it more even. 20 dirham, okay? You buy this one. If you sell directly from the original site, you may get 65 dirham per pair profit. And if you sell from the second-hand site, as you can see, 100 can be more. The second hands, generally it depends the price which we'll be putting, because they are not let's say professional sellers. They just sell their own item. So you can try in both by putting a commercial. It's not a problem at all. Then you can try the all prices. So if you even could sell 100 dirham, you will be having 80 dirham more, which means in this case like $20 more over it. It's almost a pure profit. That's actually what I'm talking about. So even these two options for original items and for second-hand items, as long as you buy bulk, 100 pairs, you can you can make really good money. 100 pairs, if you even do $10 profit each, it will be already $1,000 for you, which is a good amount. I mean, if you ask me, if you have 3-4 products which you can use as a niche, that you will be already having a good amount. And don't forget, you can negotiate. You can make this price even lower. If you buy 200, this can go down and you can earn more. So that's the business process which I'm talking about. And one more thing before we finish for today, there are some channels how you can understand this is the best product for you. let's make it this way. I created 4 main titles for you that you can really see. One of them is you can check specifically this local online shopping sites, 10 items. Which are the most, let's say, sold ones? What is the favorite of people? Like, just write it down and make a list for you and check for yourself which can be really profitable from Alibaba.com and from different sites. Second one, you have to check the magazines and newspapers. There will be a lot of commercials and everything. You will understand what people may like to have it, especially the fashion part, because we like to follow the people who's actually, let's say, famous. So we would like to be like them. So a lot of people will be interested in to buy the items which the celebrities use, let's say. The third one, observing. Observing is really important. When you're outside, you see the billboard, you see again the boards with the commercial. People are paying a huge money to be able to put that commercial. And obviously, they do search before they post this big banners or big billboards, the pictures over there. So you can get an idea what people could like to have it. And after that, just ask to the people what they might like to do. Ask to your friends. And the questions will be like which products specifically they like to have, or which products prices they complain about. So you will understand what I mean specifically. The only thing left is how to find these sites. This is really easy. The only thing what you need to do, you write to Google, for example, Dubai second-hand shopping sites. Easy. The first thing which came up is Dubizzle, this site specifically. I didn't even open. And the other one, for example, so instead of second-hand, as I mentioned, let's just delete this one. When we search for this, most of the ideas you will have it. For example, I use souk.com and it's on the first page and the fourth, except the commercial, of course. You can find it over here. So what you need to write is your country, city, or wherever you're living, and the shopping sites or second-hand shopping sites, that kind of a way that you can definitely find it. And afterwards, good to go. Just check couple products, check the prices, and decide which niche or which trendy product could be really yours, and you can make a business out of it. So this is mainly it, that how you can choose your own product. For the next class, we'll be choosing the suppliers, the best suppliers, which can be a really good fit to your own products. So I'll be showing you which ones are more professional and reliable. Just please just follow it up and see the next class. Just before that, I might suggest you to go through the homework, couple let's say tasks I gave for you. Please go for that ones, and after the exercises, I'll be taking you to the next class. So see you for now, and good luck.